It's Brick Squad and you know that we the best, yeah. All these other schools ain't even no test yet. We got the best curriculum and activities, and you know that you gotta come around for our festivities. Brick Squad, Brick Squad, Brick Squad, ayy. 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 It's Brick Squad and you know that we the best, yeah. All these other schools ain't even no test yet. We got the best curriculum and activities, and you know that you gotta come around for our festivities.
Good morning and welcome to Brick Squad TV's extended edition on this Friday the 13th of September. I am Samari.
And I'm Diego. Friday the 13th isn't the best day for us to get started with our first show of the year, but hey, we're not superstitious, so let's get on with the show.
Ooh.
It's gonna get a little hot in here.
Just kidding.
Just kidding.
By now, most of you have probably noticed all the changes around campus this year, but our reporter Leah found out there are more changes in store for our school.
Hi, I'm Leah Culberson and I'm at Pembroke High School, where over the summer there has been some recent changes, including over the lockers in the main building, new paint jobs, new trailers, and new admin. I talked to the new principal at Pembroke High School to see about the new upcoming changes at Pembroke as well.
So some of the changes that you will see or that are forthcoming as far as the landscape of the school. We have the TI and the Morgan buildings that are coming down, and that will be replaced with 2 state-of-the-art buildings. We also have the field house that will be built, and that's going to be beside the stadium to the far right. And then we have a new performing arts center that is going to be built, and it's going to enhance the experience not only for the students but for the spectators as well. And then we're going to add some additional components to the campus to help navigate it. For example, they'll be able to students will be able to come on campus and never have to walk outside as they transition from building to building.
I think it sounds like good changes, great changes actually, and I think it'll help out.
Idea. It's good that they changed it.
I'm kind of mad. Like, we're always leaving when they're making something new so the younger generations can enjoy it.
So I'm just really excited about overall the way things are going to look and how that's going to enhance the experience for our students and our community. Everybody's going to have to be flexible for the next 3.5 years.
For Brick Squad TV, I'm Leah Culberson.
Some students say the next changes they would like to see would be to add even more time to lunch than what was already added this year. Kendall has that story.
This is Kendall from Brick Squad TV, and today we're going to ask some students and some teachers, would they rather have a longer lunchtime or a longer transition time?
Like, I be with my girlfriend a lot, and like our classes are like most of the times like on opposite sides, and I walk out of class a lot. So yeah, personally I would prefer a longer transition time, you know.
On a large campus like Pembroke High School, getting from one end of the school to another with over 2,500 students walking the same halls is a challenge in itself. But students say this year it is a little better.
I could say that honestly it's better than it was last year, because last year was just crazy. It was like, I think like 5 minutes or something like that.
Is 10 minutes really enough time? Do all students feel the same way about the school's transition time?
Lunchtime.
Lunchtime. It's too long. By the time you sit down, lunch is almost over.
It don't be enough time to eat.
The American Academy of Pediatrics suggests students get 20 minutes for lunch, but this 20 minutes does not include the time used to wait in line. It only includes the actual sit down and eating time. However, students at Pembroke High School complain about their lunch being over just as soon as they get their food.
It's crowded. I know I've heard from students saying how long the lines are.
While they look empty now, when the bell rings, they could be described as overcrowded. Based on our interviews, the biggest struggle at Pembroke would be not having enough time to eat lunch. Now the only question left is, what is our solution? Thanks for tuning in. See you next time.
Are you on your cell phone all the time?
Who isn't? We are the cell phone generation. We don't know what life is like without a cell phone.
Well, did you know that in 2018, the French government passed a law banning cell phones in schools? And in the United States, some schools are requiring kids to lock up their cell phones during the school day. Our crews wanted to know what you thought about these strict measures.
I feel like it's not a good idea, because what if my parents want to contact me for an emergency, or I gotta contact them?
I feel like it doesn't make sense, because if there's an incident and somebody needs to call their parents, there could be major problems.
So I think that you have to teach kids to use it responsibly, so taking it away from them isn't the answer. However, you've got to be able to keep kids accountable, because, you know, it's crazy when you have kids failing classes because of Fortnite. and because of Instagram. I mean, that's a real thing.
I mean, I like it 'cause, like, I get it, you know, I pay attention in class more, so, like.
While students do not like the idea of having to put away their electronic devices, a recent Rutgers University study found students who had cell phones or laptops present while a lesson was being taught scored 5% lower on exams than students who did not use electronics.
We will be right back after this commercial break.
11% to 18% have one or more mental or substance use disorders. 1 in 10 young people experience a period of major depression. 1 in 25 Americans live with a serious mental illness, such as bipolar disorder, of mixed emotions, and all of the above, or major depression.
The varsity football team plays an away game against Etowah High School tonight at 7:30.
There's nothing better than the excitement of a crowd at a football game,
especially when it's a game against one of our biggest rivals.
Here are some of the scenes from the Pebblebrook versus South Cobb game brought to you by Nakaya, James, and Milana.
We done came out of class 3:36 and it's pouring. And Thunder and Lightning, the game, they trying to cancel the game before 7:30 get here.
Okay, guys, so we're on the way to the game.
What's poppin'? Yeah.
Girl, here.
Hey.
Hopefully we win.
Getting stuff popping, we getting game ready, game face ready. We gonna take this W.
Offense, we go up. Yeah, we really tough. We get dirty. We get dirty. Offense, we go up. Yeah, we really tough. We get dirty. We get dirty.
You know what everyone has been talking about
No,
recently?
what?
The battle between Popeye's chicken sandwich and Chick-fil-A. Our reporter Blake finds out why people are getting their feathers all ruffled up over this chicken sandwich war.
I'm Blake, and today we'll be going around Pebblebrook High School asking about the chicken sandwich war between Popeyes and Chick-fil-A. Let's see what the chicken experts had to say. Have you had the new Popeyes chicken sandwich?
Oh yeah.
Was it worth the wait?
Oh yeah.
Would you get it again?
Oh yeah.
Have you had the new Popeyes chicken sandwich?
Yes.
Was it worth the hype?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
If you had to, would you recommend it to a friend?
Most definitely.
Would you go back and get it again?
Yeah, but they sold out.
So we decided to find out for ourselves by visiting the Popeyes on Thornton Road. Do you guys really not have any more chicken sandwiches? But they would not respond to our questions. Have you had the new Popeyes chicken sandwich?
Yes, I have.
Was it worth the hype?
No, it was not.
Was it better than Chick-fil-A?
Definitely not.
If you had to, would you recommend it to a friend?
I mean, if you can't get the Chick-fil-A sandwich, I guess. It wasn't horrible, but it wasn't the best.
Can you tell me why Chick-fil-A is better?
I mean, they're the original, and the original's always better.
Have you had the new Popeyes chicken sandwich?
Yes, I have.
Was it worth the hype?
Yes, it was.
Oh yeah.
Was it worth the wait?
Yes.
If you had to, would you recommend it to a friend?
Yes, I would.
Was it better than Chick-fil-A?
Yeah, it was, actually.
Oh yeah.
I just felt like there was more flavor. I felt like the chicken was just like a lot more, crunchy and stuff. And personally, I like that, so yeah.
If you had to, would you go get it again?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. There you have it, folks. That's a taste of what the chicken experts had to say about the chicken sandwich war. Again, I'm Blake Hadley, and I'm sending you back to the studio.
In this next segment, we feature a brand new sitcom being produced at the Brook this fall.
It's a rare condition this day and age to read any good news on the newspaper page. And love and tradition of the grand design, some people say, is even harder to find. Well, then there must be some magic clue inside these gentle walls. 'Cause all I see is a tower of dreams, real love bursting out of every scene. Days go by, it's the bigger love of the family.
How's your summer? It was good. I got a new boyfriend.
That was up.
Not much. Anything new? No. What about you? No. Just that when you're from the room, text me. Hey, where's Taylor? Yeah, where is she?
You know her. She's always late.
Yeah. I like that. Where'd you get this from? Mom.
Oh my God. Swim late.
Yeah. She's so embarrassing, right?
My bad. I mean.
Where were you?
Oh, I was busy.
Busy doing what?
I was busy with my mans.
Man. Who's your mans?
Yeah, who is he? So he's tall. He dark skinned. He don't play no sport. You probably know him though, cause he's so funny. Like he always got me laughing.
What grade he in?
Oh, he in 12th grade like us.
What he look like?
Oh, y'all want to see him?
Yeah.
Here you go.
That's the back of his head. Where's his face at?
His name Manny, but I call him Man.
Manny. Which Manny you talking about? Not my Manny.
What you hitting the table for? How you know him?
How do you know him? How do y'all know Manny?
Hold on. I know how to solve this. Everybody pull up a picture of him right now.
Well, that wraps up our show for this week.
Thanks for watching Brook Squad TV's extended edition. Have a great Friday the 13th and a great weekend, everyone. And remember, Falcons, believe you can.
It's Brook Squad and you know that we the best, yeah. All these other schools ain't even no test yet. We got the best curriculum and activities, and you know that you gotta come around for our festivities. Brook Squad, Brook Squad, Brook Squad, hey. 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 It's Brook Squad and you know that we the best, yeah. All these other schools ain't even no test yet. We got the best curriculum and activities, and you know that you gotta come around for our festivities.